A federal court has ordered Republican legislators in Texas to redraw congressional districts after finding out that the original map was meant to discriminate against minority voters. Well, that's very interesting. Now, 3 federal judges at the U.S. District Court of San Antonio ruled on Tuesday that the Republican-led legislature redrew congressional districts held by Republicans Blake Farenthold and Democrat Lloyd Doggett with the intention of decreasing the influence of minority groups, including Hispanic voters. Now, the judges ordered that the district boundaries be changed ahead of the elections in 2018. So, hey, look, big surprise, right? Republicans gerrymandering districts to shut out minority voters. That is the least surprising thing here. Now, more details about this. Farenthold's district was allegedly redrawn to intentionally deprive Hispanic voters of their influence, according to the court, by incorporating Republican precincts into their district. It also found that they had considered race when redrawing Doggett's district, with stretches from Austin to San Antonio, concentrating heavily Democratic precincts into a single district. So, look, that's what they do, right? Now, there are a lot of Democrats that happen to live in cities, right? Now, if they lump the cities all into one district, well, what you're doing is you're doing 2 different things. Number one, you're creating a giant safe district for Democrats. Now, the Democrats that's there is going to be like, you know what? I don't have a problem with that. I have a safe district. I will always win re-election. Wonderful. Now, unfortunately, that also means that Republicans will win on districts outside in the more rural areas and small towns, which happen to be more conservative. So you will end up with one giant safe space, ironically, for the Democrats, and a lot of different safe districts for Republicans. And unfortunately, that usually leads to Republicans outnumbering Democrats in state legislatures. And of course, that dilutes voices of minorities. And so this was drawn to do that on purpose. And that's the big problem here. It is classic gerrymandering. Okay. Now, anybody who, of course, doesn't see that is ideologically inclined not to see that. And that is, of course, people like Republican Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. Now, Paxton said he didn't like this ruling. And by the way, since he doesn't like this ruling, he is going to appeal the ruling to the Supreme Court. Now, the Supreme Court could decide not to take up this case, which is their right to do so. But if they did, their majority Republican Supreme Court, this could go in a bad way. I'm just saying. Now, he said, we look forward to asking the Supreme Court to decide whether Texas had discriminatory intent when relying on the district court. However, Democrats praised the decision and criticized the Republican-led legislature. Now, this battle, this is not new. This has actually been going on for a while. It's actually part of a 6-year legal battle, which started when Republican-led state legislature redrew congressional district boundary lines. Now, a court later found that those boundaries were discriminatory and ordered them to be withdrawn or redrawn, in which they were redrawn in 2013. Now, get this. So in 2013, the court says, you've got to redraw these districts. These are discriminatory. Okay, let's redraw the districts. So they redraw them, and they draw them in the exact same way. The judges found on Tuesday that the racially and discriminatory intent and effects that it previously found in 2011 plans carry over into the 2013 plans, where district lines remain unchanged. Hey man, we redrew these lines, and we ended up with the same result. What? What are you looking at? What? Oh, we thought you weren't looking anymore. We thought you weren't interested. They turned their back and they're like, okay, we got to change these lines. Is that good? They're the exact same lines. Good. The ball's on these people. And look, this is why we need independent, nonpartisan committees to draw district lines. We can't rely on politicians. Who the hell thought it would be a good idea to let politicians from either side draw their own fucking district? I get to choose who I represent instead of representing people that voted for me. I'm going to draw my own voters. No, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. This should be an independent, nonpartisan commission. Now, look, the thing is, this helps Democrats too by setting up those safe spaces, right? And it helps out Republicans even more because they end up winning legislatures. So this has got to change. It's beneficial, ironically, for both parties, or at least politicians from both parties. But it's not beneficial to the voters. You're getting people that are shut out on purpose from this. So it's got to change soon. And look, the district court ruling, it's a good step. We'll see what happens when it goes to, if it goes to the Supreme Court, which, it might end up getting worse. Who knows? But we as a people, we got to get serious about ending gerrymandering. I've never seen a protest against gerrymandering. Maybe we should see some of those. Because we have to if we ever want to see a system that actually truly represents the people, the voters. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.